Hey Rockstars, Lid Shaw, and I'm standing here at Summer NAMM 2017 with Jonathan Pines from SE Electronics and Rupert Neve Designs. How you doing, Jonathan?
I'm doing great. I want to say a shout out to all the folks out there. I think Lid does an amazing job. This is a very cool thing. We're honored to be on here for the first time. Want to talk to you a little bit about SE Electronics. It's a company that's really been around not that long, less than 10 years. Hallmark of the company is they make handmade microphones. They make them the old way, the way they used to be made. Hand tension, hand screwed brass capsules, not glued, not stamped. Class A electronics, transformer based, done the right way.
Yeah, they feel like that when I pick them up. They just feel well crafted.
Finish is really good. One of the things we're showing for the first time today is the SE Electronics SE8. The idea behind this microphone is to have old world craftsmanship and that sort of luxurious, elegant sound that you get from microphones, perhaps some classic microphones of the past.
And wait, did you say encourage elegant sound? Is that what you said?
No, yes, and an elegant sound. So very flat from 5 to 10K, no mid-range forwardness, very linear, open, but a nice warm characteristic. It's a Class A mic, it's discrete. It's one of the quietest small capsules on the planet. Self-noise of 13 dBA, which is really, really low. And it takes a maximum, I like the B-roll at the same time. This is awesome. Take a maximum of 159 dB SPL. It has two pads, a -10 and a -20. And it has a high and low pass, a high pass filter at 80 and 160 hertz. This is a great choice for acoustic guitar, mandolin, overheads, stereo pairs, piano, all the classic things that you want to use a small capsule for. But unlike sort of the trend these days to have really bright, aggressive sounding microphones, this is warm, very neutral sounding, very representative of the sound of the instrument you're recording. It's also a really great price point. The mic, this MSRP on this is $299. Stereo pair is $599, which means the street price is under $500 for a pair. Comes in a nice road case with clips.
Solid case too.
Cool stereo bar, a real stereo bar that you might actually use.
So you said, what did you say? For a pair is street price is around under $500?
No, be under $500 a pair.
Wow.
So that's we feel that it's important to provide tools for people at price points they can afford, but also provide tools they're going to keep forever instead of get a pair of mics that, I wish I could have something else.
Yeah. No, that looks like a beautiful mic, and again, they feel fantastic, and they look like they sound fantastic. And I know you, and I know if you're here, they are fantastic. So, do we want to look at a couple of these other things? I picked up. I don't know where that one went. There was a ribbon that was here that felt really great in my hand too.
We have a little brother for that, which you picked up the Active VR2. This is the VR1. This is a very innovative design in that it is dead flat from 20 hertz to a little over 18K. So unlike most ribbons, it doesn't roll off on the high end. It's not peaked at all. It's not done with EQ. It's done through time arrival and an innovative folding pattern. So this kind of cool little thing here, and the way the ribbon is actually folded allows it to have very, very linear response. It also takes 135 dB SPL.
That's my kind of ribbon mic right there.
You can't kill the thing. And an unintended consequence of this, which helps with its time arrival, is it basically functions as a blast filter. You can stick this in front of a trumpet or a kick drum, and you can't do that to most ribbons.
No, I've lost my ribbon mics by having it too close to a kick drum before, so that's good.
These show up on a lot of stages and a lot of studios because people love the sound of them. They're very rugged and durable, and they're very popularly priced. This is a $399 mic. The Active one is $499. The difference between the two, same SPL. The Active one has Class A electronics, 20 dB more gain. They both have transformer outputs.
Very cool.
Very, very handy. Linkin Park has 15 of these. My Morning Jacket uses these for overheads and spots. Justin Timberlake uses the Active ones for guitars. Lots and lots, on and on and on. Lots of people love the sound of this microphone.
All right, cool. So Mr. Joe Baldridge was over here with us recently too, and we were talking, and he was pointing out this very unique looking mic in the background here too. Tell us about this one. It looks really cool. It feels heavy.
Three mics that were done in collaboration with Rupert Neve. And that Rupert did the transformer electronics, electronics for the microphone, and SE Electronics did the capsules. The idea behind this was Two of the most respected mics on the planet, of course, are the DPA and the Sheps. You can't say a bad thing about those microphones. Extremely well made, extremely high quality. If you were to ask a bunch of people if there were any things they might want, say, as an option on that, it might be a little bit warmer, bigger, low end. And we said, hey, we have a guy, we know how to do this. So this is the biggest transformer you're ever going to see on a small capsule microphone. And also Class A electronics designed by Rupert Neve here. Very small capsule, smaller than a ½ inch. So the idea here is the open extension of the Austrian and Danish counterparts, but with a little bit more low frequency reach and tons of ASPL. You don't see a pad anywhere on this microphone. It doesn't need a pad. You can put this on snare.
And it's heavy too. I'm feeling very virile holding this mic. Yeah. But it's really,
it
feels
hold it lower? No, I'm sorry. This is a great microphone also for overheads, acoustic piano, but also shows up. Lincoln Park actually uses these on snare. It gets used for a lot of different things.
High SPL?
Just take a very high SPL, but nice sensitivity. These show up in a lot of different studios and a lot of scoring stages as well.
Okay.
This microphone is a little bit more money than the other microphone we were talking about, i.e. this is a $1,000 microphone.
Still, for a really great sounding microphone, a pair of those and you can do a lot.
With a cool shock mount. I think we're about to get...
Oh man, photobombed. So now that we brought Rupert Neve designs into the picture, shall we go around the corner here and see what you got?
Some other stuff.
Switch over like that. All right, so we're standing here with Jonathan again still. And
here we are on the floor of Summer NAMM 2017. We've got a great backup band over here working for us. We're in front of a baby 5088. This is an 8-channel version of our console, which we originally did this for a trade show, and we've had a bunch of people come up and say, hey, can we get these little ones? I really want a small one for my room. Also in the console are our new 500 rack, the R10. We had the R6, came out a couple of years ago. This is a 10-space version with a bunch of our great 500 modules in there. Below that is a Neve Master Bus processor, Portico 2-channel, satellite summing mixer, 16x4. Our friends at Orion were nice of us to offer us an interface. We have a piece from Bell Digital at the bottom here. But the cool thing here, the reason that most people want to come up and play with this is it's a baby 5088.
Yeah, so that's gorgeous. So now this is, what would I hope to be doing mixing through this? How would I use this?
One of the hallmarks of this console is it runs on 90-volt rails. It's the only console on the planet that steps down from plus 45 dBm internal operating level to plus 26 to interface with the rest of the world. It's extremely wide bandwidth, it's extremely low noise. There are no secondary pass. In other words, every bus, every send is Class A transformer based, same as the main stereo outs. So you can use it in a lot of different ways, and any way you're using it, you're getting the full quality and sound.
Nice. So, but I mean, and what do I have, 8 channels here to mix with? And
8 channels. This is with our automation system called Swift Mix, and a new control section for it. Generally, the console comes in buckets of 16, and you can add it on at any point in time up to 64 or larger.
So it looks like I've got my fader levels here.
Right,
this
will actually do DAW control as well, and writes the automation in Pro Tools. Instead of being a standalone system that writes into some proprietary format, it writes Pro Tools automation and stores it right in your session. So there's no extra thing to deal with, no extra hassle, and you can actually control grouping and some other nice functions with it here.
That's very cool. And do we have compression and EQ up at the top, or sort of whatever you want?
Yeah, I mean, when we talk to people about consoles, we like to sit down and say, how do you work? What's your favorite gear? Let's talk about integrating the gear you already have. If you want a bunch of mic preamps, let's talk about a console that might have compression and EQ. You have lots of that. Let's talk about maybe you need some cutting channels. So we always like to talk to the artist or the owner about how they're gonna use, and the way that our workflow might help them make a better record, and make a more musical record.
What are some of the typical responses you get from people when they get their first console and get it installed in the studio and start using it for the first time?
Oh my God, I missed this so much. And it is so much easier and faster for me to get a mix together, because there's something about, you're an artist, you know this, there's something about whether you're using your visual brain or whether you're listening. And when you spend your whole time staring at a computer and staring at a waveform, which really doesn't tell you a whole much about
And moving my hand like this with over a mouse.
paging and having to find something versus you can close your eyes and reach out and grab a knob and actually do something. It's very fast. In other words, you can do more than one thing at the same time. You can be messing with the drums and the vocal at the same time instead of, no, I need to stop, move over, draw, bring up this one equalizer, bring up this plugin, find the layer that's got, you know, my sends on it, whatever. I'm not a Luddite, I work in Pro Tools every day, but I love working on a console for mixing. Your mixes come together so quick.
More better mixes more quickly.
Right, we love that. Hey, this is Jonathan Pines from the floor of the 2017 NAMM show in Nashville, Tennessee. Big up to recording studio rock stars from Rupert Neve Designs, SE Electronics. We love you guys.
Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. Peace.